Coming up on BG24 News. BGSU's student government opposes a state bill.
Plus, a successful fundraiser on campus.
And find out why many vehicles in BG were towed over the weekend.
We'll also take a look at your full Black Swamp weather forecast. Welcome to your Campus and Community Connection.
Live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Everyone, I'm Alana Nessel.
And I'm Kayla Shadler. Thanks for joining us tonight.
The University Undergraduate Student Government has passed a resolution opposing an Ohio bill. The USG voted last night to approve a resolution opposing Ohio Senate Bill 4. This bill would make public universities in Ohio lower the cost of in-state tuition. If passed, the bill would cut enrollment 5% by 2017.
It is not unusual for fraternities to host a fundraiser, but Alpha Tau Omega held an unusually successful one. Reporter Amy Stegerwald found out why this event was different.
BGSU fraternity members auctioned off their hair at a live hair auction on Thursday, March 26th. The event, Tall Cuts for Corsi, raised money for Jake Corsi, a BGSU student with testicular cancer. Alpha Tau Omega Philanthropy Chair Seth Bumball says extensive planning went into the event. What's special about this fundraiser is that Corsi is a member of Phi Gamma Delta fraternity, not Alpha Tau Omega. Alpha Tau Omega fraternity saw that Corsi's family was in need and reached out. Members of both fraternities auctioned off their hair for Corsi. Hair went anywhere from $80 to $200. Although Corsi could not attend the event, his condition is improving. Bumball says that events like Tall Cuts are what connect the BGSU Greek community. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Amy Stegerwald.
Tau Cuts raised $4,200 for Jake Corsi.
And we're here with Taylor Irvin with your first look at your Black Swamp weather forecast. Taylor?
Thanks, Alana. Today we're experiencing a snow and rain mixture. with a high of 32 degrees. We have winds going southwest at 16 miles per hour, giving us a real feel of 22 degrees. There's a 50% chance of precipitation with 91% humidity in the air.
Thanks, Taylor. Many people in Bowling Green may have had their tow court card over the weekend. That's because over 30 vehicles got towed or ticketed. This was due to snow emergency on Sunday. Vehicles parked on designated streets are required to move during snow emergencies. Those vehicles must be moved 2 hours after the emergency is issued.
The debate over Bowling Green space continues. A meeting was held last night at the council chambers to discuss the space. No official decisions were made. Some people believe the space should remain green. Others want it to be used for building space. The space is located on the corner of West Wooster and Church Street. It's been vacant for 3 years.
Police arrested a BG woman Thursday for domestic violence. Leslie Strickland was charged for assaulting her parents. They suffered only minor injuries. Strickland is in Wood County Jail.
A burglary is under investigation in Bowling Green. The incident occurred Friday afternoon on Lindenwood Lane. According to police, the resident returned home to find several items stolen. There was also evidence of forced entry. Currently, there are no suspects.
Another arrest in Bowling Green on Saturday. Police found 2 men fighting on East Wooster. One fled while the other was taken into custody. Jonathan Ozerides ran to the back of Jimmy John's where he was tasered and apprehended. He was charged with disorderly conduct and underage intoxication.
Coming up, an event for Black History Month was held on campus.
Plus, a statewide tornado drill is on its way. Stay with us.
This past Friday, the Black Student Union held their 2nd annual Legacy Dinner at BGSU. Reporter Lalinda Cobb says how the event celebrated Black History Month.
Last Friday, BGSU hosted their 2nd annual Legacy Dinner called We're Still Standing. The event was put on by the Black Student Union to celebrate the ending of Black History Month. Tiffany Smith, former Black Student Union president, alumni, and co-founder of BGSU's Not in Our Town, presented a keynote address for the audience. Soul Food, Spoken Word, and Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit were just a few of the activities held at the event. The dinner explained more on Black History Month and what Black students at BGSU have to offer and create more diversity in the community. Dorico Harris says why the Legacy Dinner is an important event for everyone.
It's good to see the Black community come out and do a supportive event. The food was very well. And also to have a keynote speaker.
Host of the Legacy Dinner, Kevin Lewis, says the turnout and the energy of the crowd was great.
Years, the energy in the crowd was great, and I just think people had a good time, and that's what's most important.
It was fun and yet an eventful event, leaving campus and community members on a good note. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Melinda Cobb.
For more on the Black Student Union, visit their Facebook page.
A Bowling Green municipal administrator is retiring. John Fawcett announced his retirement at last night's council meeting. Fawcett has worked in the city for over 30 years. He has served as municipal administrator for 18 years. Fawcett will retire this coming July.
The Bowling Green Park Board met this past Tuesday. They want to make classes more affordable at the community center. In addition, they are looking to make online registration for classes easier. The meeting concluded with a farewell to Dr. Michelle Grigger, who is leaving the board after 10 years as the director.
A Bowling Green man raised money for charity last fall, but he never donated it. Now he is charged with theft. 39-year-old Edward Shercolt told police he collected money for Lou Gehrig's disease. The condition is caused when cells in the brain, which tell the muscles to move, die off. Shercolt collected almost $200 from 6 people. He admitted to keeping the money because he did not think the charity was legitimate.
The Ohio Department of Transportation released updates for road work in Wood County. Interstate 75 will remain 2 lanes from I-475 to Route 20 through 2016. In April, US 6 between Ohio 25 and Dunbridge Road will be reduced to 1 lane. For more information, go to www.dot.state.oh.us.
A Perrysburg school board member is accused of ethical violations. Cal Smith is charged with making allegations against baseball coach Dave Hall. According to officials, Smith publicly attacked Hall's reputation repeatedly. No hearing will be held. And Smith's contract was renewed within the last 2 weeks.
A statewide tornado drill is set for Friday. Wood County is among many others that will participate in the drill. The drill is part of Spring Severe Weather Awareness Week. Outdoor sirens will activate at 9:50 a.m. Radio alert systems will also activate. For more information on storm safety, contact the Wood County Emergency Management Agency.
A North Baltimore juvenile was charged with drug trafficking. According to police, the juvenile has involved in the trafficking of narcotics across Wood County. The juvenile was taken into custody after an undercover operation and transported to a juvenile detention center. The investigation is currently ongoing.
Coming up when we return, Ohio officials are finding new ways to fix potholes.
Plus, we'll take a look at your full Black Swamp weather forecast. Stay with us.
Live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp Weather.
Taylor Urban with your Black Swamp weather forecast. Currently, temperatures are 32 degrees with a real feel of 22 degrees. We've got winds going south at 16 miles per hour, and we're experiencing a rain-snow type of combination with a 50% chance of precipitation and 91% humidity. Tonight, temperatures will raise to 37 degrees with a low of 27. Winds are still going west at 17 miles per hour, but we will not have any rain. We'll have a clear sky. Chances of precipitation will be 6%, and there will be a 88% humidity. Tomorrow, temperatures will drop to 24 degrees with a low of 13 degrees. Winds will go northwest at 14 miles per hour. We'll have a clear tomorrow, no rain or snow. There will be a 3% chance of precipitation and 67% humidity. Tomorrow night, we can expect the same things. Temperatures will be 16 degrees with a low of 4 degrees. We'll have low winds going northwest at 9 miles per hour. We'll have a 20% chance of precipitation and 67% humidity. Across the board, Northwest Ohio is in the low 30s. We have our highest temperatures will be Fremont, Genoa, and Sandusky with 34 degrees, and our lowest will be Swanton, Wauseon, and Toledo with 33 degrees. Of course, BG with 32 degrees. So we are barely reaching that 35 degrees. Our regional radar shows us that we'll have some pretty clear skies. We're moving away from that precipitation and snow and rain that we had over the weekend. As you can see, it's going towards the northeast region. You have a better view with our national radar. All the moisture is going east coast. That is where it needs to stay. Our 5-day will show us that we have a clear rest of the week, 0% to 10% chance of precipitation. Wednesday we'll have 29 degrees with a low of 10 degrees. Thursday will be 19 degrees with a low of 2 degrees, which will be our coldest day this week. Saturday we'll have 39 degrees with a low of 16 degrees. And Friday and Sunday we'll see some sun, so we'll get a break from those cloudy days. But this is our 5-day forecast.
I'm definitely glad to see that we don't have any snow or rain coming this week.
Yeah, today was the only day. I thought it was kind of weird that we had snow and rain. I was so confused when I left my apartment today.
A fire left one dead in Wauseon last night. Just after midnight, a home on County Road 18 and Country Road K broke into flames. Several fire departments were called to put out the flames. The victim was not identified. No other injuries occurred.
A Northeast Ohio shop linked to an Ebola survivor is closing. Coming Attractions bridal and former shops in Akron was visited by Amber Vincent last year. Vincent visited the shop shortly before being diagnosed with Ebola. The store was closed and cleaned before reopening. The owners now plan to sell the building.
Put-in-Bay's police chief was placed on paid suspension. Police Chief Robert Lampella had been charged with a count of aggravated menacing and 2 counts of falsification by the Ohio Attorney General's office. The officer's release of duty will help him sort out these charges, but he still holds his job.
In Mansfield, Ohio, a man was killed trying to help a car crash victim. The man was helped to save a life and a woman who had been struck by a vehicle before he was struck. Police were calling a good man Samaritan and that a woman is recovering with non-life-threatening injuries.
The Ohio Department of Transportation has a new tool to combat potholes. A new machine called the Asphalt Recycler takes extra asphalt from the summer and can be reused for the winter. The machine offers a more permanent solution to the common problem of potholes which Ohio drivers face.
In national news, the Justice Department will release a report outlining discrimination during the events at Ferguson. The report will show the racial biases that Ferguson police had during their last arrest year. The report is to be released tomorrow.
Toby Fleming joins us now for a look at campus and community sports. Toby?
Thanks, Alana. Coming up on BG24 Sports, men's basketball looks to stay atop of the MAC East. Plus, the women's basketball team has been plagued by injuries this year. Head coach Jennifer Roos is preparing her team for the last 2 home games. All this and more is coming up next.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Good evening and welcome to BG24 Sports. I'm Toby Fleming. The BG hockey team dropped 3 spots to number 14 in this week's National Hockey Rankings. The Falcons split their weekend series with the Alaska Seawolves, but with Friday's victory in Anchorage, BG secured home ice for the first round of the WCHA tournament. The first round will start on March 13th at the BGSU Ice Arena. The opponent is yet to be determined, but tickets are on sale now. A WCHA championship would earn the Falcons their first bid in the NCAA tournament since 1990. And the BG men's basketball team takes on the Kent State Golden Flashes for a MAC East battle tonight. Reporter Katie Wernke joins us in the studio tonight with an inside look on the game. Katie?
Thanks, Toby. It is going to be a big game between Kent State and Bowling Green tonight. The two faced each other earlier in the season in January. Kent State barely lost to Bowling Green. It was a 2-point win by the Falcons. Now the Falcons are on a 2-game winning streak, coming off of a big win against Miami this past weekend. They were down by 11 points during that game, and they ended up coming back in the second half. Now this is the most wins that this program has seen since 2008 and 2009, so it's going to be a very big game tonight.
And talking about big games, how important is this game for BG tonight?
It is extremely important for Bowling Green to get a win in this game. Looking at the MAC East standings, Bowling Green is at the top with an 11-5 conference record, but Buffalo and Kent State are right behind them with a 10-6 conference record. So if Bowling Green can get this win against Kent State, it puts them up a little higher in the MAC East. And Central and Toledo, looking at the MAC West now, are also 11-5 in the conference. So if those two play each other tonight as well. So Bowling Green really has a good opportunity to get ahead in the MAC standings, both in the MAC East and the overall conference.
And it's the last home game this year for the Falcons. How important is this game for the seniors, and what can we expect from them tonight?
We should see a lot from the seniors tonight, especially Rashawn Holmes. This is his last home game as a Falcon. He averages 14.4 points per game. He's a very large asset to this team. He's passed the 1,000 point mark for the Falcons. He's the 12th player in Bowling Green history to have that mark. And he scored 22% of the team's points this year. He's only had 4 games this season where he's been in single-digit scoring. But there's also Javon Clark. He's also a senior. He's the 3rd leading scorer on this team, points per game-wise. He averages 9.3 points per game. So we should see a lot from the seniors tonight.
All right. Thanks, Katie. Now moving on to women's basketball. The Falcons take on the University at Buffalo at home Wednesday night. BG has lost 9 straight games, including a 20-point loss to Ohio last Saturday. Reporter Zach Carrion tells us, with 2 home games left, the team is looking to end its regular season on a positive note.
Is used to making an impact on the court, but now she's helping out in another way.
Right now, my role is to just cheer on the team and just, be with them on the bench and do as much as I can in practice.
The team has relied on youth and new strategies. Despite losing half their scoring, Roos has made adjustments to keep the team going.
We know that the odds are stacked against us, but we have been creative and come up with some new defensive and offensive schemes that we're implementing for each game.
Roos has put players in new positions to make up for their losses. While some might see the changes as a negative, Roos sees a positive opportunity.
Anytime that you can increase your knowledge on the floor, offensively and defensively, by learning more than one position, I think that helps you overall as a player, and that's what we've really emphasized.
With 8 underclassmen, Roos is looking to build the program for the years to come. For BG24 Sports, I'm Zach Carrion.
Tip-off for the women's basketball game is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at the Stro. Baseball player Trey Keegan was named MAC East Division Player of the Week. Plus, he was also named BGSU Male Pizza Hut Athlete of the Week. Over the weekend, Keegan was on base 13 times in 16 plate appearances, adding 5 RBIs and hitting just under .670 as the Falcons won 2 out of 3 in their weekend series at Eastern Kentucky. Swimmer Victoria Griffin is this week's Female Pizza Hut Athlete of the Week. Griffin earned first-team All-MAC honors after a strong performance at last week's MAC Championships. She placed in the top 5 in all 3 individual championship finals she competed in. And that's all we have for BG24 Sports tonight. Follow us at BG24 Sports now on Twitter for breaking news and scores, and follow us on Instagram at BG24 Sports. I'm Toby Fleming, and we'll be right back.
A local business is aiding a professional baseball team. Pinnacle Plastics is replacing over 40,000 seat and seat backs for Great American Ballpark. Great American Ballpark is home to the Cincinnati Reds. The project began last fall and is scheduled to finish before opening day.
And we're back with Taylor Irvin for your last look at your Black Swamp weather forecast. Taylor?
Thank you, Alana. Like I said before, we are experiencing a pretty clear week. Friday and Sunday we'll see some sun. Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday it'll be pretty cloudy though. We won't see any more rain or snow, with chances of precipitation going between 0% to 10%. This week we'll have a high of 39 degrees on a Saturday and a low of 19 degrees on Thursday.
So it looks like right as everyone's about to go home for break, it starts to get warmer and stop freezing.
Of course, BG, only BG, but hopefully most people will be going to warmer weather. I know a lot of people going to Panama City Beach and Mexico, everything.
At least while we're the people who stay here, it'll get almost up to 40 degrees and we'll see sun on Friday and Saturday, so that's good.
Are you guys going anywhere?
Yes, I'm going to Florida, Clearwater.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I'll be in New York, so the weather's pretty much just about the same.
At least you'll be in New York, though. New York is like nice.
That's all for BG24 News tonight.
Check out these stories and more online at bg24news.org.
And check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a good night, everyone.